Hello, my beautiful Capricorn friend. How are you doing? I'm excited to have you here for your detailed tarot reading, relevant for the second half of April 2025. I've cleansed the energy here and meditated on your cards, tuning into the frequencies that align with your Capricorn spirit. Let's begin by discovering the affirmation that calls to you most powerfully in this time. I allow myself to receive. This phrase chose you, so whisper it softly or declare it boldly with me, allowing its calming essence to fill your being. I allow myself to receive. I allow myself to receive. Now let's get into your reading by drawing the three main tarot cards guiding these 2 weeks. We have Two of Swords, Ace of Wands, and Seven of Swords. Alongside these, we have the Oracle card, Wolf, from the Spirit Animal Wisdom deck, while your tea leaf fortune card is Egg. So first, we have the Two of Swords. This card is like a crossroads moment where you might be feeling a bit stuck between choices. It's as if you're standing at a fork in the road, feeling indecisive, maybe even avoiding the decision because you're scared of what might come out of it. For a Capricorn who's known for being practical and taking life head-on, this might feel like a moment of pause that's a little uncharacteristic. It could be about a relationship decision, a work dilemma, or even something personal like choosing which creative path to pursue. Sometimes, it shows up when our inner voice is drowned out by the fear of change. Do you ever feel like you're just waiting for things to happen rather than making a move? I know that can be tough when you're naturally driven and disciplined, like you usually are. It might also mean that you're blocking out feelings because you're trying to stay in control, but maybe the universe is nudging you to trust your intuition a bit more. Think about those moments when you've hesitated at a decision. What was holding you back? Is it fear, uncertainty, or maybe the worry about upsetting the balance you've worked so hard to build? Now, moving on to the Ace of Wands, which brings an explosion of fresh energy and creative spark. This card is all about those exciting new beginnings and that surge of inspiration that sometimes comes like a lightning bolt out of nowhere. For you, dear Capricorn, this might feel like a call to break out of that cautious shell and try something daring, even if it's just a new hobby or a fresh approach to your work. You're known for your ambition and determination, and the Ace of Wands is essentially handing you a green light to charge forward with your ideas. Imagine that creative project you've been putting off because you weren't 100% sure it would work out. Now is the time to trust your inner fire and get started. But it's not just about taking action. It's also a reminder to embrace the excitement and potential of new beginnings. Ask yourself, what's one small step you can take right now to ignite that spark? Do you feel that tingle of possibility when you think about a new opportunity? Then, we have the Seven of Swords, which can add a twist of caution or even a sense of sneaky maneuvering in the background. This card often shows up when there's a feeling that something isn't completely straight or that there might be some hidden moves at play, either by you or by someone around you. It might indicate a time when you feel the need to be extra careful about who you trust or how you protect your own interests. For a Capricorn who values loyalty, honesty, and hard work, this can feel like a warning that not everyone might be operating with the same level of integrity that you do. It could also point to your own tendency to keep things to yourself, maybe even stepping away from sharing your plans until you're sure they're foolproof. It's as if the universe is asking you, are you playing your cards too close to your chest? Have you felt like someone might be holding back information or maybe even plotting something behind the scenes? And on the flip side, are you perhaps holding back a bit too much in order to protect your own interests? Feeling a connection with this reading? Please help me with a like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's bring in the Oracle card, the Wolf, which adds such a soulful layer to this reading. The Wolf is all about heart medicine, a reminder to let go of what doesn't serve your highest good and to protect that tender, precious part of yourself. Imagine a noble wolf leading you through a quiet forest, guiding your steps while showing you where you need to stand strong, or maybe where you need to let go, This card is telling you that it's time to release those burdens you might be carrying, maybe worries from past experiences or emotional baggage that's been weighing you down. It's like a friend whispering, hey, you deserve to feel free, to have a heart that's unburdened and ready for new love, new dreams. Ask yourself, what are the things you're clinging to that no longer help you? Is there an old hurt or a toxic relationship that you've been holding on to? The wolf gently nudges you to consider who or what is really yours to carry, and who might be taking up space in your heart unnecessarily. And then we have the tea leaf card, the egg, which really ties this reading together by emphasizing that while success is in the cards, it won't just fall into your lap without some careful planning and hard work. Think of that golden egg nestled safely on a branch. It's a symbol that your dreams and goals are there, but they require nurturing, a bit of risk, and the willingness to step out of your comfort zone. This card is telling you that you have the potential for great success if you invest your energy in a smart, well-thought-out plan. It's a call to action, a reminder that even the most promising opportunities can slip away if you're not careful. Have you been daydreaming about that big idea, or maybe that promotion at work, without really mapping out the steps to get there? The egg asks, are you putting in the effort needed to secure your success? It's a reminder that while the universe is lining up golden opportunities, you need to be prepared to grab them when they come. Sort of like planning a road trip and making sure you have all the supplies, a map, and a trusted buddy by your side. Now, when we blend all these energies together, what do we get for your second half of April? Well, it looks like you're standing at a very interesting crossroads. On one hand, the Two of Swords is showing you that there's a decision or a period of indecision that might be holding you back. It might be about choosing between stability and a leap of faith. Or perhaps it's a situation where you feel you need to protect your energy and emotions. But right next to that, the Ace of Wands is lighting up your path with bold, creative energy, urging you to embrace new beginnings, even if it feels a little scary or uncertain. It's like the universe is saying, I see your hesitation, but here's a gift. A chance to try something amazing. Then, the Seven of Swords adds a note of caution, reminding you to keep an eye on who's around you, and to be mindful about what secrets are kept hidden, either by others or by yourself. For you, a Capricorn, this mix of energies might reflect that internal battle between your practical, cautious nature and the exciting pull of new opportunities. Imagine this. You might be considering a new career move, or a side project that's really capturing your interest. On one hand, you're feeling that steady, measured hesitation, wondering if you should step out of your comfort zone. But then there's that spark from the Ace of Wands that whispers, go for it. Meanwhile, the Seven of Swords might be urging you to double-check who's offering advice. Are they really looking out for you, or do they have their own agenda? And throughout all this, the wolf is there, reminding you that your heart matters, that it's okay to let go of old fears or regrets, and to make space for fresh, healing energy. At the same time, the egg shows you that success isn't accidental. It's waiting for you as long as you're willing to roll up your sleeves and plan out each step carefully. Think about a time when you were torn between a safe, well-known route and a brand new adventure. Have you ever felt that tension between wanting to stick with what you know versus exploring the unknown? That's exactly the dance these cards are inviting you to join. They're saying, dear Capricorn, you have all the tools and strengths you need. Your natural discipline and ambition are ready to be paired with a bit of risk-taking and creative spontaneity. Trust your heart, but also trust your mind. Make decisions that honor both your desire for security and your need for growth. Maybe you're wondering how this plays out in everyday life. Picture this. You're at work, and a new project comes along that's both exciting and a bit daunting. Your gut tells you it's a chance to shine, but a small voice is worried about the extra workload or potential conflicts with colleagues. Or maybe in your personal life, you're thinking about opening up more in a relationship, but there's that lingering worry about getting hurt. These cards are saying, yes, there's a challenge in making that leap, and yes, there are risks involved, but with a little planning and self-trust, you can navigate through this beautifully. They're asking you, how much are you ready to trust your own strength? What small steps can you take to blend your wise caution with the bold energy of new beginnings? I also see that as a Capricorn, you might have a tendency to overthink and worry about every detail. The wolf is here to remind you that sometimes you need to release that heavy load on your heart. Let go of things that have been weighing you down. Have you been holding on to grudges or fears that aren't really yours? And if so, how might it feel to give yourself permission to let them go, knowing that doing so clears the way for fresh, uplifting energy? The wolf's gentle guidance is like a healing balm, helping you see that you deserve to feel light and free, even if that means sometimes stepping away from the need to control every outcome. And then there's the egg. Think about how careful you are with your plans, always mapping out your path to success. That disciplined nature is one of your strongest traits as a Capricorn, but this card gently challenges you to ensure that your efforts are not just hard work, but smart work too. It's like the universe is giving you a wink and saying, you've got a golden opportunity right in front of you, but make sure you're not so afraid of failure that you never step out of your comfort zone. How many times have you set a goal only to hesitate on that final step because of the fear of falling? This card nudges you to examine if your careful plans are truly serving your higher purpose, or if they might sometimes be holding you back from taking a necessary risk. When you blend these energies, the indecision and the need to choose, Two of Swords, the creative burst and bold beginnings, Ace of Wands, the cautious, secretive energy, Seven of Swords, the heart-healing, liberating guidance, Wolf, and the message of smart, hard work for assured success, Egg, what you're really seeing is a call for balance. It's about honoring both your need for stability and the wild, creative parts of you that crave change. It's saying, hey, Capricorn, you're at a point where you can really shape your future. Don't be afraid to make decisions even if they feel tough. Trust that when you act from a place of both caution and passion, you're setting the stage for success. Maybe you're wondering how to bring this all together practically. Think of your life as a blend of your career, relationships, and personal growth. Perhaps in your work, you might need to decide whether to stick with the safe project or to take on that innovative task that could really boost your career. In relationships, you might be feeling the pull to open up more, but you're also guarding your heart from past hurts. And in your personal time, maybe you're considering a new creative pursuit or even a fitness goal that excites you. Each of these areas might reflect a bit of what these cards are showing. Choices to be made, creative energy waiting to burst forth, the need to be wary of hidden agendas, and the promise that if you plan carefully, success is almost a given. As you move through the second half of April, I invite you to really listen to your inner voice. Sometimes that voice might whisper, it's time to step out, even if it's scary. Other times, it might caution you, wait, make sure everything is in place. That duality is part of your journey right now. It's not about rushing into decisions, nor about freezing in fear. It's about finding that sweet spot where you feel both safe and excited to move forward. How do you usually decide when to take a risk? What signs or gut feelings do you trust? Reflect on those moments, because they're your personal guide. In the end, these cards are urging you to embrace the full spectrum of your experience. They're saying that it's okay to have moments of indecision and caution, but it's also important to seize that spark of inspiration when it shows up. For you, as a Capricorn who's naturally reliable and hardworking, this might be a chance to show yourself that you're capable of balancing your careful planning with a leap of faith every once in a while. Imagine the sense of accomplishment when you not only plan but also act, when you let go of unnecessary burdens, and when you trust the process, even if it means stepping into unknown territory. So as you sit with these insights over the next few weeks, remember, the cards are here as gentle guides, not as strict instructions. They're offering possibilities, opportunities, and warnings, all meant to empower you. Ask yourself, what parts of my life need a little fresh spark? Where am I holding back because of fear or overthinking? And how can I blend my reliable nature with a touch of that daring, creative spirit? Reflect on these questions as you navigate each day. The universe is aligning in your favor, Capricorn, as long as you're willing to trust both your head and your heart. Imagine waking up to unexpected money flowing into your life. That's the power of the money wave. Don't wait, start manifesting wealth today by clicking the link in the description. Next up, we have the key theme of love and relationships. Your true love oracle card is abundance, and the tarot card is justice. With justice leading the way, there's a strong message of balance, fairness, and truth in how you engage with those you care about. Think of justice as that wise friend who gently nudges you to take responsibility for your choices. In your relationships, it's like a reminder to evaluate where things stand. Maybe you've been weighing a decision about opening up more to someone or setting healthy boundaries. Justice asks you to look at the facts of your situation with clear eyes. Have you been giving too much of yourself without getting the same care in return? Or perhaps you've held back from sharing your true feelings out of fear of rocking the boat. This card suggests that now is the time to find that equilibrium. It's a moment to ask, am I being fair to myself and to those I love? Imagine a scenario where you've been in a long-standing relationship or friendship that feels unbalanced. You might have been the one always reaching out, planning get-togethers, or offering support without receiving it in kind. Justice is inviting you to consider whether this dynamic truly reflects mutual respect and fairness. Are you making decisions based on what is right for both of you? This card could also be signaling that if you're in the process of starting a new relationship, the foundations you lay now are crucial. You might be contemplating whether to move at a comfortable pace or to push ahead. And justice is here to remind you to take a clear, honest look at what you really need. Now, blending in the Abundance Oracle card, we bring in a warm, nurturing reminder that your love life and relationships are far richer than any bank balance or material markers. Abundance here isn't just about money. It's about the fullness of life, the joy of good health, supportive friends, and the love you share. It's a message to use the wealth you already have, your energy, your creativity, your resilience, to build even more beauty in your life. Have you ever noticed how a kind word or a supportive hug from a friend can sometimes feel like pure gold? That's what abundance is talking about. It invites you to consider, am I appreciating all the richness in my life? And how can I use what I already have to create more happiness in my relationships? When you mix these two energies together, you get a very practical yet heart-centered approach to love. Justice pushes you to be honest and balanced, while abundance reminds you that love grows when you cherish all the good things you already have. For instance, if you're weighing whether to trust someone new with your heart, justice might have you list out the pros and cons, looking at your past experiences, while abundance gently asks, what can you offer, and what beauty can grow from this connection? This is about making choices that honor your true worth and also invite more positivity into your life. In practical terms, this could look like taking a step back to evaluate an argument with a loved one. Instead of reacting impulsively, ask yourself if you're responding in a fair and balanced way, and then consider if there's a way to bring more warmth and mutual respect into the situation. Or perhaps you're feeling a spark with someone new, but there's that lingering worry about whether you're being too vulnerable. Justice might be urging you to weigh your feelings with clarity, while abundance is whispering that you have more than enough love to give. And that real connection is about sharing and growing together. How does this connect with your broader reading for the month? Remember, your general reading highlighted moments of indecision, bursts of creative energy, and the need to protect your interests while daring to take new steps. In your love life, this means that while you might be feeling the pressure of making a tough choice or facing a situation where fairness is in question, there's also a vibrant energy pushing you to create and nurture more joy. Perhaps you've been hesitant to share a new idea with a partner or friend because you worried it wouldn't be understood. Now, justice tells you to stand firm in your truth, and abundance assures you that your genuine self is more than enough to draw in the love and support you need. Imagine a scenario where you've been putting a lot of effort into a relationship without feeling fully appreciated. The Justice card asks, is this partnership truly balanced? It's a call to reflect on whether both sides are investing equally. At the same time, the Abundance card highlights that your life is filled with riches, be it supportive friendships, a creative spirit, or a strong sense of self. Ask yourself, how can I shift the balance to create more give and take in this relationship? It might be time to have an honest conversation, to voice your needs, and to celebrate the wealth of positive energy that already surrounds you. Both cards are gentle guides urging you to act from a place of clarity and love. Justice reminds you to be fair and true, while Abundance assures you that when you nurture what's already within you, more beauty naturally follows. It's like having a heart that's been well tended with care. Your inner garden is rich, and now is the time to share that harvest with those who truly deserve it. So as you navigate your love life or relationships in this part of April, consider both the logic of justice and the warmth of abundance. Are you making decisions that truly honor both your heart and your mind? And how might you tap into the wealth of goodness that already fills your life to create more joy in your connections? Let these questions guide you as you embrace both the challenges and the delights that come your way. Enjoy every moment of this journey, and trust that every step you take is leading you to a more balanced and abundant way of loving and being loved. Next, let's explore possibilities for your career and education. Your Dreamweaver's Oracle card is All the Willows Know Your Name, and the Tarot card is 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles carries a sense of legacy, security, and a well-established foundation. Imagine a family gathering filled with warmth, tradition, and a sense of belonging. This card is about building a future that's steeped in stability and long-term success. In your career or education, this might mean that you're either experiencing or soon to experience a breakthrough that solidifies your path. It could be a promotion, the completion of an important project, or even the realization that your current studies are setting the stage for a prosperous future. The card invites you to think about legacy and sustainability. Are you investing in something that not only benefits you today, but also sets up a secure and flourishing future for the people and dreams you care about? It's a reminder that the seeds you plant now in your work or your studies are setting up the harvest for years to come. Now let's invite the Oracle card's message into this career and education reading. All the Willows Know Your Name brings an intimate, soulful reminder that you are seen and understood by your community. Picture a quiet grove where the graceful willows sway, each branch and leaf acknowledging your unique presence. In the realm of career and education, this card is all about being witnessed in a way that goes beyond surface achievements. It's a call to recognize that your talents, your hard work, and your genuine nature are valued. Whether you're a student or a professional, there's a deep sense of recognition waiting for you. This card gently tells you, you already have a place of belonging here. It asks you to reflect on the ways in which you feel seen by your mentors, colleagues, or peers. Do you feel that your contributions are recognized? Are you comfortable sharing your authentic self in your work or classroom? It might be a signal that now is the time to let that inner light shine even brighter, because when you do, you naturally draw in opportunities that celebrate who you truly are. When you blend the energy of the 10 of Pentacles with that of the Willows, you get a picture of a career or educational path that's not just about hard work and achievement. It's also about being part of a supportive, interconnected community. The 10 of Pentacles speaks to building a lasting foundation, while the Willows remind you that success isn't just measured by tangible rewards. Instead, it's also found in the relationships you nurture, the shared wisdom, and the mutual support that surrounds you. It's like having a well-rooted tree that's not only strong, but also enveloped in the gentle, knowing embrace of nature. This combined energy invites you to ask yourself, am I creating a legacy that's both prosperous and nurturing? It might be a sign to consider how your career or educational choices reflect not just your own ambitions, but also your desire for a deeper connection with those around you. In practical terms, think about your current projects or studies. The Ten of Pentacles could be highlighting the importance of planning and long-term vision. Perhaps you're on the cusp of a significant career move or finishing an important course that will open doors for you. At the same time, all the willows know your name is a reminder that as you work hard and build your future, you are also supported by a network that sees your value. Maybe there's a mentor who has always recognized your potential, or a team that appreciates your unique perspective. This is a moment to lean into those relationships, share your ideas, ask for guidance, and allow others to see the full scope of your capabilities. Remember the general reading, which talked about choices, creative beginnings, and moments of caution. In the context of your career or education, you might be facing a decision, whether to continue on a familiar path that promises security, or to take a bold step towards something new that challenges you in exciting ways. The Ten of Pentacles reminds you that every decision you make now contributes to a long-lasting legacy, while the willows whisper that your authentic self is already making a beautiful impact. Have you been wondering if it's time to pursue that additional certification or apply for a role that feels a bit outside your comfort zone? Or maybe you're questioning whether your current project truly reflects your passion. These cards encourage you to weigh your options with both practicality and heart. Imagine a scenario at work where you're given the chance to lead a project. The Ten of Pentacles might be suggesting that this opportunity is not just a task. It's a stepping stone to building something lasting and meaningful. Meanwhile, the willows remind you that leadership is not just about authority. It's also about being seen and supported by those around you. How does it feel to be recognized for your contributions? Are you ready to share more of your authentic ideas and vision with your team? These questions can help you decide if now is the right time to step into a role that aligns with both your professional goals and your personal need for recognition and connection. For those in education, this might look like finally finding a subject or project that feels deeply aligned with your inner calling, supported by teachers or peers who truly understand you. Perhaps you're about to embark on a research project or a course that seems daunting yet full of promise. The Ten of Pentacles encourages you to view this as part of a broader tapestry of learning and growth, while the willows assure you that every step of the way you're being seen and appreciated for who you are. In essence, this reading invites you to approach your career or educational pursuits with a balanced heart. Build a future that's secure and thriving while remembering that the support of your community is just as vital as any tangible achievement. Ask yourself, how can I honor my long-term goals while staying true to the part of me that seeks genuine connection? Reflect on the opportunities that have made you feel truly seen, and let that warmth fuel your next steps. Embrace this period as a time to align practical ambitions with soulful connections. Your path is not just about reaching the destination, it's about cherishing every part of the journey, knowing that both your efforts and your authentic self are already laying the foundation for something wonderful. Enjoy this phase of growth and recognition, Capricorn, and trust that the universe is supporting you every step of the way. And now, let's check out prospects for your personal and spiritual growth this week. Your self-care wisdom oracle card is Feelings, and the tarot card is Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups bursts with new emotional beginnings and the pure, fresh energy of love. It's like a clear, cool stream flowing right from your heart, inviting you to open up and experience life's tender moments in a whole new way. Whether you're focusing on personal growth or deepening your spiritual journey, this card is a call to allow love, compassion, and creativity to fill your inner world. Now, layering in the message from the oracle card Feelings, we get a reminder that healing and growth truly begin when you let yourself feel. It's all about being gentle with yourself, treating your heart as something precious that needs tender care. Imagine a soft, warm light wrapping around you, encouraging you to honor every emotion without judgment. This is a period where you're asked to check in with your heart, to really feel all that comes up, and in doing so, to start healing any old wounds. Have you been pushing aside your emotions because they felt too raw or overwhelming? The gentle nudge here is to sit with those feelings, let them flow, and allow them to transform you from the inside out. When you bring the energy of the Ace of Cups together with the caring reminder of feelings, you're invited to step into a space of vulnerability and openness. In your personal life, this might mean embracing a new chapter of self-love. Maybe you're finally ready to forgive yourself for past mistakes, or to give yourself the compassion you've been withholding. Spiritually, it could be a call to connect with a deeper part of your soul, a part that understands that true growth comes when you let your heart lead the way. Picture yourself in a quiet moment of reflection, your emotions like ripples on a calm lake, each one a sign of the beautiful changes stirring within you. This combined energy is also in tune with the broader themes from your general reading for April, where you're facing choices, bursts of creative energy, and moments that invite both caution and bold moves. In your journey of personal and spiritual growth, you might be at a crossroads where you're deciding whether to protect yourself by staying closed off or to lean into the vulnerability of feeling deeply. The Ace of Cups is here to remind you that when you open your heart, you invite more love and healing into your life, and the Oracle card gently supports this by saying it all begins with feeling. It's a dance between allowing yourself to be touched by life's beauty while also being mindful and caring about the process of healing. Imagine you're navigating a challenging period, maybe a recent loss, a difficult change, or even a phase of uncertainty in your spiritual practice. The Ace of Cups appears as a sign that, even in the midst of these trials, there's a new wellspring of emotional renewal ready to burst forth. It's like the first drop of rain after a long drought, bringing nourishment to the parched soil of your inner world. And as you let yourself feel, as the Oracle card reminds you, you begin to understand that every emotion is a stepping stone to a deeper understanding of yourself. Ask yourself, what do I need to feel right now? How can I be gentle with myself and honor the process of healing? For your personal growth, consider this an invitation to explore your creativity, maybe through art, writing, or simply spending time in nature, and let those experiences fill you with joy. For your spiritual growth, it might be about finding practices that resonate with you, whether that's meditation, prayer, or simply quiet reflection under the stars. Both paths lead you to a place of inner clarity where the heart's wisdom becomes your guide. Reflect on those moments when you felt truly alive, when emotions flowed freely and you weren't afraid to be vulnerable. How can you bring more of that energy into your daily routine? In the context of the overall energy for April, you might have felt moments of indecision and cautious planning in other areas of your life. Now, in your personal and spiritual realm, the message is to balance that practicality with pure emotional openness. You're encouraged to trust that, as you allow yourself to feel fully, without holding back, you create space for healing and new beginnings. It's a reminder that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to let your heart speak its truth, even if it means stepping into the unknown. So as you journey through this phase of the month, remember to be tender with yourself. Embrace the fresh, loving energy of the Ace of Cups and let it guide you towards a deeper connection with your inner self. Let every emotion be a teacher, every feeling a gentle reminder that you deserve to experience love in its purest form. Trust that by simply being present with your feelings, you are paving the way for profound personal and spiritual growth. Enjoy this time of emotional renewal, Capricorn, and let your heart shine bright. Overall, I'm feeling a beautiful mix of energies for you in the second half of April. A gentle yet powerful invitation to step into a new season of life. It's like the universe has been quietly working behind the scenes to offer you a blend of inspiration, balance, and healing. Everything is pointing to a time when you can finally decide to trust your inner voice, be it when making a tough decision, sparking new creative ideas, or even opening up more deeply in your relationships and work. This period is nudging you to let go of old worries and to welcome new possibilities with open arms. Have you felt that pull recently? That inner whisper telling you it's time to take a leap, to be both bold and tender? In your daily life, this might feel like a moment when you're at a crossroads. Perhaps at work, you're weighing the safety of what's familiar against a thrilling opportunity that promises growth. Or maybe in your relationships, you're trying to balance giving and receiving love in a way that feels fair and fulfilling. Picture yourself having a heart-to-heart with a good friend, where you lay out your hopes and fears, and suddenly, you realize that you're not in this alone. It's like the gentle breeze that cools your face on a hot day, reminding you that your efforts to build something lasting and meaningful are seen and appreciated. Do you remember a time when you trusted your gut and took a chance, only to be rewarded with more love and support than you could have imagined? There's a sense of creative energy bubbling beneath the surface, almost like a spark that's just waiting to ignite a fire of new beginnings. It could be that long-awaited project at work, a personal hobby that you've been putting off, or even the idea of reconnecting with old friends. Everything seems to be aligning so that you can finally act from both the head and the heart. At the same time, there's a reminder to be cautious about where you invest your energy, making sure that you're not only protecting what's precious to you, but also inviting the right kind of attention into your life. Perhaps you're questioning whether someone in your circle truly has your best interests at heart, or you're wondering if you've been too guarded about your own ideas. What small changes might you make that could shift the balance in your favor? On the deeper, more personal side, you're being encouraged to open up emotionally and spiritually. It's a call to honor your feelings, however raw they may be, and to let that vulnerability be the seed of healing. This is the time to be gentle with yourself, to take a moment each day to check in with your inner self and ask, how am I really feeling? Whether it's through quiet reflection, writing in a journal, or simply sitting by nature, allow those emotions to flow. Imagine the relief of finally letting go of pent-up worries and allowing yourself to feel fully, like a long overdue rain that washes away the dust of the past. Have you given yourself the gift of truly experiencing your feelings, even the ones that seem too heavy to carry? And when you combine all of these energies, the call for clear choices, the burst of creative energy, the caution to guard your space, the gentle reminder to release what no longer serves you, the deep sense of being seen and supported, and the invitation to heal by feeling, it all converges into a powerful message. I allow myself to receive. This affirmation isn't just a pretty phrase. It's a mantra to help you embrace every blessing that comes your way. It encourages you to step into each day with the confidence that you are worthy of abundance, love, success, and deep healing connection. As you move forward, know that the universe is aligning in your favor. I truly feel that this period could be a turning point, a time when all the hard work, the thoughtful planning, and the moments of hesitation come together to create a space where you can finally flourish. Your path may have twists and turns, but each step is guiding you toward a future filled with promise and radiant joy. Trust that as you allow yourself to receive, you're opening the door to endless possibilities. Embrace the adventure with an open heart, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, and that your inner strength and genuine spirit will light the way to a brighter tomorrow. Enjoyed this reading? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel to never miss another reading.